How salsa music took root in New York City. Decades before the twirling, hip-shaking grooves of salsa music exploded into a global phenomenon, it emerged from the glitzy New York mambo clubs in the 1940s and 1950s and made its way to the streets of Spanish Harlem. New York City in the 40s and 50s was the perfect breeding ground. A new, African-based Cuban music was melding into the city's vibrant big band jazz scene. And a huge wave of Puerto Ricans moving to New York, nearly 900,000 between the mid-40s and mid-60s, were, as the decades passed, claiming a new identity in their new home, fueling a fresh, hard-pounding music with their own distinctive voice. Salsa provided a rhythm and music that we could live by, breathe, and make love to. Latin music promoter and publisher Izzy Sanabria explained in the documentary TV series Latin Music USA. It was the essence of the Latino soul. In New York, mambo fuses with big band jazz salsa, evolved from mambo, which itself had origins in son, an up-tempo urban folk music from eastern Cuba that evolved as it made its way to Havana and then to the clubs and streets of New York City. Mambo's most popular early ambassadors in New York were Machito and his Afro-Cubans, a band that hit the city's music scene in the 1940s and revolutionized mambo. Mario Bauza, the band's Cuban-born founder and musical director, had been drawn to the freedom and energy of Harlem. After settling there in the 1930s, he was soon playing trumpet and arranging tunes for big band jazz ensembles under leaders like Chick Webb and Cab Calloway. He later recruited his brother-in-law, Francisco Gutierrez Grillo, to be Machito, the singer and frontman of the new band with the unique Latin sound. That sound, says longtime musician and educator Bobby Sanabria, was the first time a big band used a trio of drums from Cuba to drive an Afro-Cuban beat. The bongos created by Creoles. The timbales derived from the timpani, or kettle drums, in Europe. And the congas, a newcomer to popular music with the most direct connection to West Africa's rhythms and culture. And long before it became culturally popular to embrace African roots, the band's name purposely made a point. I'm of African descent. And the rhythms that produces the music we play is African, Bauza explained in Latin Music USA. You ever hear the expression lemon meringue pie? That's exactly what this is. Jazz in the top and the Afro-Cuban rhythm at the bottom. His band was the headline act in 1947 at the inaugural Latin Night at the Palladium Ballroom, located on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, which would soon be hailed as the home of the mambo. Police closed streets around the club to handle